Hey guys, subscribe for daily content, and if you're shopping for gear, make sure you check out the description for the newest items at some of the very best online retailers. There's also links for some of the items that I personally recommend. Thanks!
What's going on, YouTube? Metal Complex here, and today I've got another short little unboxing video to share with you guys. We have something ridiculously special. I have already been in this. In fact, if you follow me on Instagram or TikTok, actually you may have seen this on a YouTube short, but I haven't done an actual unboxing yet where I've talked about the knife in depth and showed it up close. So if you haven't seen this thing, you are in for a treat. Obviously, what we have here is a Herman knife, a very special one. If you watch my channel, you know that I'm a huge fan. I collect these. I mean, I collect knives in general, but Herman knives specifically, I do collect them. I actually own more Herman knives than I do Hinderer knives, which is crazy. But I am a huge fan. I will link these down in the description. They actually have a ton of stuff there right now on Polish custom knives, so make sure and check them out. They are pricey. These are made in Poland. They are custom knives, definitely some machine elements, but a lot of labor, a lot of little tiny details, time-consuming stuff. Very beautiful end result regardless of what you go with. Thanks so much to my patrons for supporting me. Okay, what do we have here? I have gravitated towards a few different models, but two in particular. Big fan of the Dragonfly, which is the bigger guy, but I'm also a big fan of the Slim. Oh, I love that profile. That's the most, you know, it's kind of the same aesthetic that I love about Shirogorov. Now, I did flip this around, this certificate of authenticity. I kind of like that it faces this way. So, but I'm going to go ahead and take this top part. I know a lot of you expect me to be wearing gloves. I'm past the glove part of this. I'm just going to show it to you. Oh my goodness, this is special. I've got other Herman knives in Damascus, and we'll talk about the blade here in a second. But I don't know who's doing the pattern welding for this stuff. Herman's Damascus and their black Damascus looks completely and totally different than the vast majority, if not everything else that I see made with the same material on the market. Something about who they're getting this from or who's doing it, it makes it very special. These do now come with their own custom titanium driver and pivot lube. Let's go ahead and get this out of here so I can give you guys a nice shot of this. Love the box. Oh my, wow. It really reminds me of the face of Jupiter. Like, it is insane. You can see this sort of center area of material is like it's like a perfectly consistent pattern. That's the thing about titanium Damascus, is it always seems pretty random. This is kind of random, but there's also very clearly something specific going on here. How beautiful. The layers of orange, especially orange and magenta prominent Damascus. Usually Damascus is blue prominent. So that's the thing though about Herman knives, is they can kind of make it whatever color they want. It seems like backspacer there also Damascus, and then a little bit different, almost kind of, I imagine the pocket clip is actually made from a different bar, right? I mean, you can see it's a lot more chunky. I imagine they just wanted the contrast there. We have a matching rear scale here. Really, really interesting and beautiful. Obviously, we have the mirror polished hardware. Beautiful. I love that it just comes to the domed off parts here at the top. Really awesome. Now, the most spectacular part of this knife is not the Damascus. I really did, part of why I picked this up, it was for that beautiful Damascus. And I couldn't, it was hard for me to choose. But what did it for me with this guy was the blade. And let me tell you, I have some crazy Herman blades with some really cool exotic Damascus, right? I think this one takes the cake for one reason. Oh, God. That is zero edge, mirror polished DAMASTEEL. Oh, I love this. I love this so much. What do I mean by zero edge? So it looks like there's, like lighter and darker areas, especially when I turn it like this, right? But everything has been mirror polished here. Now, I've got a couple of knives with like a zero edge Damacore or zero edge DAMASTEEL. I've got, you know, various knives in either material, both made by the DAMASTEEL company. What's happening here is that they let it etch until there's depth, right? But just enough so that you get the differences there. You know, you can actually see the pattern. But then they go back and they mirror polish everything. Usually what we see is, I can show you on another one. This is Damacore, right? And this is a bad example too, because this has all been polished. But I suppose you can see some like smoky gray areas. I wonder if here, maybe from, yeah. Okay, so on this Sharp by Design Evo Typhoon, we have lighter areas and darker areas. And these are intentionally, you know, like the area, the composition that resists corrosion less turns that darker smoky gray, right? And then they go back and they polish, and the areas that are more corrosion resistant, they're brought out more with reflectivity. This has just been, they just continue to polish it until all of that smoky gray and black is gone. Some people like this, some people don't. Some people like, think it's too shiny. Some people like prefer what we typically see with the Chad Nichols stuff, where there's no polish to it. And I think that all comes down to preference. I love this hyper reflectivity. I think that's so cool. And we can still see the entire pattern. Absolutely beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. It's so nice. So we have I'm sorry. My train of thought is just, I'm losing it because I can't pay attention. I'm looking at that reflectivity. No lock stick. Beautiful action. Probably the heaviest detent that I have ever felt on a slim. Absolutely incredible. There's no, here, so I have a couple, actually I'm going to get out, I have a lot of Herman knives. And each one, you can tell that each one is tuned, right? Each one is, I mean, even the detents between these two models, which I want to point this out. If you are, apparently, you have to ask them about this, apparently, if you're dissatisfied with the detent strength of your knife, Herman Knives will tune it for you. But I've got a couple of slims here, and this one's from a couple years back. I love this one with the Alema Damex. It's got a beautiful detent. Action just broken in, absolute beautiful, right? Awesome. This guy's heavier. Oh, and it's got a little bit of a lower note to it. I don't know why that is, but I love it. The Bifrost, I think that's what they call this. The black, it's a DLC DAMASTEEL on this Ishtar. I'd say that's kind of on a little lighter side. Dragonfly, a little heavier, not quite as heavy as that my new Slim. This is a Mantis with the Tesseract. This definitely has a lighter detent, but still really good. None of these have bad or like detents I would consider to be too light. The lightest detent I had ever experienced on a Herman knife was on the little guys. And those were just a little bit too light for me. But then again, the whole model was a little bit too small for me. Another Mantis here with Balbach Damast, kind of a darker zirconium Timascus there. And then I've got the only Sting. I do like the Sting. This is very medium. It's probably the lightest detent of the bunch, but still plenty good. You can see there, does not require any wrist or anything like that. And then I have the only other Dragonfly I have left, because I've sold, kept some and sold some, is the DLC Dragonfly, which feels very, very similar to this guy here. Not in any specific order. These are just all of the Herman knives that I currently own. But yeah, this is the heaviest detent. It is the most crisp detent of any of them that I own. And it has that, I think, the best sing, the best note. Oh man, that is so beautiful. Absolutely wonderful. So, really nice stuff. Really happy to add this one. I have already reviewed the Sting. They have not changed, significantly since the first time that I reviewed it. But I was very, I've always been like the Dragonfly, I think, is my favorite model because it's so big. But I think the ones that I gravitate towards the most, maybe one day I'll see a Dragonfly that I really, really want. But the ones that I gravitate towards the most, I'm always looking to see what kind of crazy slim models drop. I just love the profile. I love how the Damascus looks. I love the texturing that he does on these. Like this horizontal, like kind of wavy texturing. It really goes along well, especially with a Damascus pattern like this. Like, it's so beautiful. Such a fan. Really, really cool. Okay, enough gushing. I'll let you guys take a look at the COA here. We have DAMASTEEL. DS93X is the standard RWL 34 PMC 27. It's DAMASTEEL, right? 61 HRC, so very good. And then you have Damascus for the entirety of the frame, pocket clip, all of that. So serial number 487. And that doesn't mean that they've done 487 Damascus variants. They've done 487 total slims, so including kind of the basic ones. If I had a request for Herman knives, I would request that he make more of the standard slim. The standard, straight up, M390 or LMAX or M390A and just titanium with like a nice glass blasted blade. They probably come in at about $800. I know that a ton of you are interested in Herman knives, and with the stuff that I show and that I collect is multiple thousands of dollars. And some of you guys like to pick that stuff up, but the vast majority of you don't. Those of you, if there's a large population of people watching this channel that's interested in Herman knives, I would venture to guess you would prefer to stick in that $700 to $900 territory where you can kind of get a feel for Herman knives, right? The entry Herman knives. I wish that he did more of those. I see them pop up periodically. They pop up there's like a couple of them on Polish Custom Knives or a couple of them on DLT, right? I wish he'd do more of those because I feel like there's a lot of people who would pick those up if they had the opportunity. But in any case, I will link what is available at Polish Custom Knives for Herman knives down in the description. So please check them out, if for no other reason than just to drool, right? I do it quite often myself. That's going to be it today. Please make sure to follow me on Instagram at metal_complex. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like. If you'd like to check out my other content, I do, of course, have lots of videos of knives that are either expensive or inexpensive that I do or don't like, so check those out. And if you enjoy all my content, go ahead and click on that Metal Complex logo right there and subscribe, because there's definitely more coming. Thanks again for watching, everybody, and have a great day.